When you were a child, what did you dream of becoming when you grew up? A doctor? A scientist? Maybe a movie star? I can still recall the moment in third grade when our teacher asked us this very question. She gave us each a paper heart and told us to write down our future career. My best friend excitedly shouted, "I want to be a teacher." Another classmate said, "I want to be a firefighter." I thought hard before writing my answer. When the teacher came by to check, she looked at my paper and chuckled. "Oh, sweetie, I think you misunderstood the assignment." My paper heart read, "I want to be a dancer, a singer, and a reader because it's fun." We're often taught that success means picking one practical career path and sticking with it for life, climbing that ladder all the way to the top. So I tried that approach in my own way. I've been an entrepreneur my entire adult life. In my early 20s, I opened my own hair salon, which is still thriving today. My work has appeared on local runways and in national magazines. I've been fully booked for months at a time and even received recognition from the California Senate for my volunteer work in the community. Everything seemed perfect, and yet a part of me still felt unfulfilled. Sometimes when you have multiple passions and interests, focusing on just one can leave you feeling like you're missing out on the richness of life. To fill that void, I began pursuing small side projects, learning Spanish, photography, jewelry making, gardening, volunteering, home renovations, and even taking classes at Harvard. My friends say I never slow down, but there's actually a word for it: epistemophilia. It means a love of knowledge or a compulsive desire to learn. That definitely describes me. I'm grateful for where my passions have taken me. When you follow multiple interests, you start peeling back different layers of yourself. This might make you question everything. Have you ever wondered if the career you're in is really what you want for the rest of your life? I have, and the answer was no. I wanted more. At that time, I was working 12 to 15-hour days in the salon, and it was taking a toll. I developed high blood pressure, chronic migraines, and even had surgery on my wrist and vocal cords. My body was telling me what my spirit already knew. I still loved the career I built, but I wanted to cut back my hours and use the extra time to focus on my other passions. So I began helping heart-centered leaders increase their visibility and impact. It was challenging, but incredibly rewarding. Not only did I feel more fulfilled, but my health also improved because I was no longer overworking. One day I was sitting in a little cafe in Italy, somewhere I wasn't even sure I'd ever visit. I had just finished leading a successful workshop, and it hit me. Every time I had the courage to follow something I was passionate about, my life changed for the better. If you could silence your fears, insecurities, and the opinions of others, where might your passions lead you? Growing up, I had a great example in my grandfather, Raymond Kiss. He was the epitome of being multi-passionate. He served as Secretary of the Interior under President Franklin D. Roosevelt and as an assistant U.S. attorney, while also being a Marine. He was awarded both a Purple Heart and a Silver Star, and he was known for gathering evidence used in the Nuremberg trials. He even made it onto President Richard Nixon's enemies list, something he called the greatest honor of my life. But what fascinated me most was his ability to flow between different interests. In high school, he spent a year living with the Ojibwe Native American tribe. He was on the polo, wrestling, and swim teams in college, and according to my dad, he spoke between 7 and 10 languages. After his military and legal careers, he opened several businesses and was wildly successful in each one, not in spite of, but because of his many interests. What I've learned is that pursuing multiple passions with a commitment to excellence can lead to incredible adventures. Now, don't get me wrong, focusing on one thing can be a beautiful journey. My cousin, for example, always wanted to be a lawyer, and that's exactly what she became. It's inspiring to see her live her dream. But it's equally beautiful to know that focusing on just one thing doesn't work for everyone, and that's okay. Being multi-passionate is a strength. Take Leonardo da Vinci, for example. He was an artist, writer, scientist, and so much more. Or look at Steve Harvey, who went from comedian to TV host, author, and relationship expert. Even David Solomon, the CEO of Goldman Sachs, moonlights as a DJ. These people refuse to be put in a box. From the outside, multi-passionate people might seem scattered, but if you look closer, we're just diversifying our gifts. A person who loves transformation can move from interior design to teaching, or from construction to tech, And to them, it makes perfect sense. So, how do we balance it all? I like to think of passions as food categories: appetizers, main courses, and desserts. Your appetizers are smaller passions, like learning a new language. Your main course is that one thing that truly speaks to your soul, like starting a business or pursuing a degree. And dessert? That's your bucket list, the once-in-a-lifetime opportunities you want to savor. There's a term for this lifestyle: living. People who juggle multiple careers and passions tend to be more fulfilled and financially secure, not confused or scattered. But being multi-passionate comes with challenges: time, money, and other people's opinions. The biggest obstacle, though, is often discipline. We all have limited time, but what if you committed to cutting back on social media or waking up an hour earlier? Refocusing just 1 hour a day can change your life. Money is another challenge, but there are creative solutions. Start your business from home, learn skills online for free, or take inexpensive classes. I know someone who dreams of opening a bakery but is afraid to quit her corporate job. I told her, why not start by selling baked goods on weekends or teaching a cooking class online? You don't have to give up your job until your passion can support you financially. And as for other people's opinions, remember, this is your life. Elevation requires sacrifice, but celebrating small wins along the way helps keep you motivated. Success isn't just about money. It's about living an authentic life, free from societal expectations, and embracing who you truly are. So where can your passions take you?